Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's me, Jamerson, back with another art-related video. Uh, I told you guys before that I was going to do more art-related things, and today's the day you finally get it. So
Finally!
yeah, finally. But today, as you already can guess from the title, that I'm going to teach, or I'm going to explain how I draw like a simple head shape, like you see here, right here. Um, Just a real simple thing, and it's just to show you, I guess, the guidelines of the head and um, the guideline of the heads where to put like all the eyes, the nose, the ears, and things like that, and give you a good understanding of like how the human body is sort of set up. Um, Once you get in the hang of this, I would suggest like continuing to like um, expand or try out challenge yourself and challenge yourself in trying to um, aim towards more a realistic head proportions like other than this here. But this is just the basics that I believe you should start out small before like you like really get in the hang of it. um, but yeah, before we get started, I just want to let you know what I'm using to like do this whole little tutorial thing. And I'm using Procreate on my iPad, and I'm using like this stylus I got from Amazon. My wife got me from Amazon. Shout out to her. Um, you don't need I'm drawing this digitally, but you don't need to get a tablet or anything. You can get a paper, some sort of writing utensil, pencil, paper, or anything that you can write with on any type of piece of paper, as long as it's not a piece of paper that's important. Yeah, you're not gonna get me in trouble for that. So make sure it's something a paper that's that's not important. But anyways, but yeah, this is just like I guess this is just a first look at like what it could be. So I'm just gonna close this out real quick. Start a whole new layer. Dang, something on my thing. Alrighty. So the first step is on and you can like orientate the the paper however you want. Um, and so what you want to do first is, and for the people that are drawing a piece of paper, um, make sure you do this very lightly, these first few steps, because what we're about to do is we're about to uh, make the foundation for the drawing. So that way it's easier for you um, to like put like all the pieces together to like come out with a very good looking shape head. Um, So if you're drawing traditionally, paper, pencil, pen, or whatever, draw very lightly. If you're on, you've drawn digitally, just you just have separate layers if that's the way you want to work. All right, into the tutorial. First thing first, you want to do is that the human head, it is the way for an artist, the way we break down things, we break down them into the basic shapes. And so, if you look at the human head, it's sort of like a circle, like an oval almost, um, or circle and an oval in some cases, depending on the way the head is shaped, the way it's facing. But in this case, we're doing a front-facing head, so it'll be a circle, and sometimes it's a cylinder, sometimes it's depending on like the style that you want, and that's one of the things I like about art. You can express yourself, but most times, um, the way people draw it, the way I draw it, is I do a circle like so. Control Z there. I'll do a circle like so. See, and the reason why I'm doing this digitally, I can do all this stuff. So if you're drawing traditionally, like I said before, be very careful of how you draw. So don't draw too hard, because if you do, it's going to be very hard for you to correct it and come out with like a cleaner looking piece at the end. I mean, that's okay. This is just practice. It's don't worry too much about like being perfect. But if you're worried about it, then that's one thing to avoid. Alright, so now we got the circle here. Now we want to draw a cross, a vertical line in the center, and the horizontal line here. And so this is very important because this line right here, that's the top of the eyes is going to be. And then this line here, this vertical line, that's like the the center of the face. Um, and so next thing that we're going to do is we're going to do more guidelines here. First guideline is going to be right underneath the circle. This is usually where like the mouth is. In between this line here and this line here, we're going to draw another line, and this is usually where the nose is at. This is where the nose ends at, or begins at. And then in between, in this area right here is where the eyes are, usually. And then the eyebrows will be up here. But and then we're going to do one more line, and this is for the hairline. And so we want the hairline to be started right here, like not all the way up the top here, because that would be a really messed up hairline. And if you ever got a hairline like that, it can't be me. But yeah, you want the hairline to start somewhere right around here. That's good spot. So that's basically the end of like the guidelines there. Yeah, and I mean there could be one more, but like it's like right here. Put two lines right here. This is for the hairline as well, but you don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. All right. So next up is the jaw, and so you want to start here, or either side. You want to start the end of that first horizontal line that you made, and the jaw could be any shape that you want to do, but what I do is I do a U shape for it, like so. But it really could be any shape that you want it to be. Like for instance, it could be squarish, very squarish, and things like that. Or like this. It definitely could be up to you. But I usually like to do my jaws more around the U shape, like so, connecting, starting from one end of that first horizontal line to the other end, like so. And then, looking at this again, and before you like go to another part of the drawing, you might want to always look back at it to see if there's anything you can fix. And especially because this is a foundation, you want to make sure everything looks straight before you start to do serious things. But okay, like for instance right here, the line that I made for the mouth, I feel like it's a little bit too low in my opinion, so I'm just going to erase it. And then put it a little bit higher, like so, and that's fine. And this is why it's important for you guys that are following along doing like traditionally. This is why it's so important, excuse me, for you guys to like draw very lightly, so that way you can easily fix the mistake that you made. All right, so the next step is for the people that are drawing on their tablets or whatever, you want to lower the opacity here. For people that's drawing traditionally, you don't really need to do anything. And so the next step is to do a rough sketch of the character that you want to draw. And it could be really anything, but I mean, it's really not that important unless it's important to you. And that's one of the things, like that's one of the things I stress the importance of whenever I draw. Like if I'm not really that interested in it, I won't do it. Gotta be real passionate about like the subject that I'm actually drawing. I feel like if you are passionate about it, you'll come out with a much better piece because you're actually enjoy it and you know, you actually want to see it, see an actually good looking piece. Alright, so the next thing we need to do, we need to basically, you know, start doing like a rough sketch here. Well, let me Control Z here. So you follow the guidelines that you made here for your for the base that you make here. If you're drawing traditionally, you know, you just, this is the part where like you draw darker. And I usually get like the bottom part of the head here. And so the ears, they start here. The top of the ears start here, and the bottom of the ears start here. Like the ears are pretty much the size of, like, you know, where the eyes and the eyes begins, the top of the eyes begins, all the way down to like where the nose ends. And you basically just want to do a half circle here on both sides. Yep, here, like so. And then, you know, you want to draw a little line in the middle of here to show some detail. This is the ears. And then the nose, real simple. I usually draw just two little slanted lines here, like so. If you want to put some more detail in it, you could do that. Like so. But I usually do, I'm gonna keep it like that. I like that. Alright, and so the next part is the eyes. And the eyes are like right here, like I told you before. You could do a circle like I just did here. Usually I do like a little teardrop, because if you look at like human eyes, they kind of look like a teardrop. Like so. And you want to do one on the other side as well. One of the most difficult parts about drawing the eyes is making sure they line up. It's one of the reasons why I like drawing digitally, because I can like move certain parts around. But yeah, there's the eyes right there. The irises. So you want to make sure, or the pupils, or whatever you want to call it, you want to make sure that, you know, it's not directly in the center. That it's sort of the irises or whatever, pupils, they're kind of like close that inside. Because if it's like this, if you draw it like this, then like it looks like, does it look weird? No, actually it doesn't look weird. Hold on. Zoom out. It kind of looks weird. It kind of looks like a chameleon almost. I always try to draw it like near the inside of the eyes. It looks more natural that way. And it looks like you're looking at the viewer. This nose looks a little weird. Alright, so next thing we need to do is making a smile. It could be anything, like a curve, a frown, or just typical open mouth smile. Like that. Could be anything. And so the next part is the eyebrow. Eyebrows are a real simple thing. It's just a line as well. It's right above the eyes. It's like right above this line here is where you want to put the eyebrow. So you just want to do, you know, a simple thing like this. And how you draw the lines depending on like the face they have. So, you know, there's like a determined face. The character has a determined face, like so. Or it's just a typical happy face, like this. I would definitely suggest looking at references of, like, you know, how, of like faces, and see how, like, how eyebrows and like how your face looks whenever you make smile and things like that, or taking pictures and stuff like so. Next is the hairline, and hairline, you want to start here at this line right over here, and you basically make a curved line like so. You go straight up, and on the other side you do the same thing, curved line, make sure that it matches up, and go up like so, and make sure they meet at the hairline guideline that you made earlier. Close it out like that, and that's basically your hairline. And then the hair, you could do whatever you want with it. You know, for me, I'm just gonna make like this random head like I did earlier. Down. Alright. And oh yeah, you can draw like a little neck here, and the neck's, you know, is dead right underneath the mouth. It's like a little cylinder. 2 lines, and then you close it out. And then there you go. There's a simple, very simple cartoony head. I know it looks very rough, but you know, hopefully you get like, I wasn't like in this video. I wasn't really aiming to. I was only my aim was to like show you like, you know, the like how to give you like an understanding of like how, you know, the human body is, or human head is shaped. And hopefully you guys learned something, and hopefully, you know, you're following along. If you have any questions, definitely let me know. I'll be happy to like explain anything about the human head, or you know, if you need any tips on like how I go about certain things, I can definitely let you know. Let me know what you think of the video, if I need to improve anything, or if you like what you got here. Um, I'm definitely looking to improve and looking to, you know, help anybody out the more I can, because I do like drawing. There's a lot of people that tell me that like, they wish they can draw, and I always tell them that you can draw, you just, you know, you need the patience for it, and that's what drawing takes: patience and discipline, and you know, and free time as well. But yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for, you know, if you like what you see, subscribe, like the video, follow me on my social medias and whatnot. If you're interested in commissions, just hit me up as well. I'm always free to do it. Always looking to help people out, especially if you're working on a project you need done. But thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Oh, also let me know what type of video you want me to do next. But thank you guys so much, and I'll see you later. Bye.